Hey there, fellow builders. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Icarus, Volcanic, Prometheus. Episode 11, a grow room to survive the perils of Icarus. So in this spot, I plan on having wall here, wall here, wall here, and then you can imagine a slope here and a slope there, where the center is where I put my coconuts, and then the edge I have my non-coconuts that aren't as tall. And then on this side, same sort of design, wall, door. Actually, these can just be windows. And they should probably be faced that way. So I'll reverse the size. And the intention is to grow. Like, this is version 1.0. I'm going to probably want a... Oh, where the hell did that go? Nope. Full refunds is amazing, too. I'm probably going to want... Okay, I'm an idiot. Let's try this again. A bigger greenhouse in the long run. But I don't want to go too large now because I won't get it finished within a reasonable amount of time. So I need one more wall in the center. Actually, I'll probably have a 2-high base. So 3 walls here. And then slant, slant, glass. So let's go ahead and get some iron so I can make steel for more of the reinforced glass. The benefit of being in a greenhouse will outpace the benefit of being watered once it's done, so that I won't necessarily feel the need to constantly water everything, and still things will grow pretty good. So the next ones I need is wall angles 2, and then I'll go iron mining. So yeah, the idea is the door will be where the base is. So the base leads to the greenhouse, doesn't lead to the outside, which is why the walls are reversed. It's sort of hard to like picture it because it's not done. It's a work in progress. But the rest of the base goes on the other side. Because the greenhouse is arguably the most important part of the base and shouldn't be easily accessed by the wild, by like critters and the like. Because, oh god, don't set on fire. Because, you know, that poses an imminent threat to my little crops that are growing and stuff like that. I think, unless I've calculated wrong, that these are the last 2 scoria pieces that I need before glass, or more reinforced glass. Here's a really good opportunity to practice my jav. I suck at javelins. I know they're like unbelievably strong, but I'm horrible, as you can see, horrible at throwing them. Arrows, like, no problem at all. I annihilate things with arrows, but javelins is, like, embarrassing. Don't look, please. Just because the, like, distance drop-off for height is so different. Like, a centimeter up is, like, such a big difference that I just can't do it. I'm just terrible. And I think they're intentionally designed to be very hard to work with because they'd be super overpowered if they were easy. Because of the if they're accurate and easy, the critical damage would allow you to just annihilate everything. The idea I had was to go with like hunting rifle instead of
instead of javelins. So the javelins are just like convenient against things that I get the drop on. But eventually I'm going to want like a gun. Alright, here we go. And yeah, we could, I mean, there's going to be some shade in here. It doesn't matter. Direct sunlight is actually not a factor for the farm. So we'll have a glass wall, and then slants, and then like a sort of a cornery thing here. We'll have to work out exactly what that looks like, but them's the idea. So we'll have a full wall and then like a slant wall. So the trees that I grow will have the too high roof, and then the rest will be glass as well. Work in progress. Hard to envision its final form, but there is somewhat of a semblance of a concept. I think I'm going to leave the hogs here, because if I bring them into mining caves, they get a little weird. They get, like, stuck. It couldn't hurt. I'll just bring them. It's fine. Alright, I've got 30 and... Oh, we never actually made the other bacon. So I need... I'm trying to... Oh, no, that's the wrong stuff. I'm trying to make an equal amount of crispy and regular. Easier said than done with my math skills, apparently. Before I get, like, cave lung rot, let's start getting the iron for the steel. There is a fridge that I'll be able to get eventually, yes. But the tech tier I'm at now has an ice box, but there's no way for me to get ice unless it's like gifted to me through the exchange. So the ice box is actually tier 2. Over here. Which you have to like shovel ice in an Arctic biome. For the rules of this run, I can't. I'm not allowed to do that, so an ice box is not really a good solution. But the thing is, I'm sourcing so much meat, I like don't care. Right? Like if my meat rots, it turns into essentially biofuel. So, not a big deal if it goes bye-bye. Now, I don't have the resources to create healing items. Once I start taking on bigger contracts, I'm definitely going to want the ability to heal. But I'm not really worried about that right now, because there's not a lot that poses, like, mortal danger to me anymore in this volcano biome, other than me, like, falling into lava or something stupid. Oh, good bees. Now, with that said, beekeeping could be really powerful. There's, like, a lot of recipes that incorporate honey that are very, very good. Okay, we got a little bit of iron here. I like how these boars are, like, attacking where the worms will be. Preemptively. So we got a deep obsidian here. Let's mark that down on my map. And again, I'm using IcarusIntel.com to track this stuff. There just wasn't an easy way to, like, add that to my streaming overlay and not have it crowd the hell out of everything, so... plus, it really doesn't matter. It's almost entirely just useful information for me. And then down here, we have yet another platinum, which is really upsetting. I have 3 platinum nearby. I really want copper or gold or titanium. But at least we do have an oxide, so Worst case, I mean, it could be worse. Oh, stupidly, I don't think I brought a lot of ramps, did I? No, I have a single. That's dumb. Well, I'll try to make do with the one. Beekeeping's a lot more powerful than you realize. Yeah, it's not too hard to start getting hives going, and like honey is awesome. And there's a lot of like pastries, and there's no way I can single ramp get that. No, maybe there is. We'll see. So that could be something I eventually add in near the base. But there's a lot more like important stuff for me to get first. You know, like actually having a base. I don't want to make a nice house for bees when I don't have a nice house for me. Is that stable? I think I tried to embed it in the... Oh, I can't quite. Alright, it's only a thatch ramp. I can afford a second one. Because yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that without a ramp. And is that the only iron that's left in here? I think. I see a lot of coal, but I think that's the only other iron. Ooh! Here's a good fight! We've got a hunter. One of them Apex Hunters. Unfortunately, JD is stuck in the cave still, but we're gonna have the hunters go fight this guy here. Alley-oop! Way far. Alley-oop! Oh. Boars, come on, help. These are like little chupacabra type things. But my bone armor and spear talents really make them manageable. I mean, yeah, I got like an open wound, but trust me, without my spear and bone armor bonuses, those things would tear me up. So I'm glad that they're like, I can tank them. I'm not the only one bleeding. You're bleeding, you're bleeding. You're bleeding, and you're... Okay, everyone's bleeding. These stalkers are little bloodletters. So I'm gonna need to go back home and make some bandages. But, like, hey, we survived it. So that's awesome. And also, I'm really happy I didn't choose that. I mean, there was no strategic value in choosing the cave, but I didn't choose that cave to live near. Because, like, being that it seemingly regularly attracts those murder stalkers, it would suck to have those things spawn on me regularly. Oh, fine. I don't even have space for all the coconuts. Whatever. It's... I'm not hard pressed for seeds anymore. Glad I have a hammer, because that's annoying. It only took 14% damage, but still. No, don't freaking... No, don't you add to the... Okay, it didn't actually hurt it. Steel blooms. So 19 more steel. And 7. I don't even know if I need to do anything with this extra prime meat. Like, I just don't... I don't need it cooked. I really don't need it cooked. I've got so much cooked prime meat already, it's disgusting. My character here has, like, super gout. So we're making the steel. We'll smelt that down, make some windows, and then transplant the crops soon. Once that structure's done. Let's get some band-aids going. Yo, I'll bandage you, but you have to not stand in the door. Am I missing one? No, I'm not. And it's important to remember, once I've got my new farm going, I'll probably need to plant more fiber crops with the greenhouse bonus, because I am absolutely tearing through my fiber supply with all the bandaging needing done. I knew those stalkers would do that. Because that's what they do. Okay. Done. I made more bandages than I need, but I'm sure I'll end up using them. And then you guys are hungry, right? So here. And for the record, those two desert stalkers would have... I would have been lunch without the boars on my side. Like, there's just no way would I have survived that. They would have whittled me down with dots. And just shredded me, eviscerating me in the process. Come on. Okay, so now I have some basic resources. I could go back to that same cave to get the last of the iron. But let's get the windows in. And before I forget, repairing some tools. So I'm down to not too many, I've used up a lot of my fiber for all those bandaging, so I have like a stack of 350 or so. Because 400 of it went to band-aids. But no regrets. I mean, I want to keep my pets alive. They're worth way more than just fiber. The 26 steel bloom. And the water skin in here still has plenty of material, so that's not an issue. Good. So, we are going to want... Let's figure out exactly what we need so that I don't make the wrong stuff. So we need one wall for sure. And then two slants. And then we'll work it out from there. I think what I might need to do is to pick up... Oh, no, I did. I did do the advanced set. Cool. So glass wall. And then... two of these roofs. And I think I'm out of glass. I don't believe I have glass anywhere else. So, yeah, that's the new bottleneck. Just more glass. We do have some silica ore that I can melt down into glass. And I'll get 8 more pillars to lay out for the foundation of the actual base, because I have the materials for it for now. So I'll wait for 6 glass to be made so I can make one more slope. But it's coming together. Now, as far as talents go, I'll probably want to consider picking up some rifle ammo crafting. Firearm weighs less in my inventory. Reload of rifles. And then I want to move speed with firearms so that I run around with a firearm. The idea is that I will stealth initiate fights using a firearm for a big hit shot bonus. Fire like 1 or 2 more shots and then switch to spears when they close in for the extra armor and to finish off fights with my spears. So we got 1 wall, 1 slope, 1 more slope. And then we'll need probably 2 of these corners at least, but I'm out of glass for now. So to get more glass, I'll just need to mine up some silica. So I should still be on the hunt for iron and silica. That's just going to be needed for a lot more of the structure. Oh, I didn't even pick up the slant. I'm an idiot. So what I'm looking for is a way, maybe have a corner here and to this be full height. That could work. I like that. It should look okay. And then these new beams are for the rest of the base. Which will go there. So we'll be laying out floors out of the scoria brick and then the rest of the base as a 2-high there. And that should be enough room for like most of the stuff. If I need it larger, I can always expand it, but I think that will do for the vast majority of the structure we'll need. Yeah, the pigs are definitely getting up there in level. They're getting pretty strong. As long as you take care of them, you know. Okay. We'll want at least 1 glass floor. I'm sure I'm going to want more than that for a roof, because we're going to want at least 4 of those for the roof, but we can only afford 1 for now. And I should grab my scoria, too. Oh, wow. I have no sap, no brick. We used every last ounce up. Cool. I guess that's good. Let's do a level check. We've got 16 out of 25. 16, 25. They're all basically the same. And 15. Medic is 1 behind. Still impressive. Impressive progress. And I want to make sure that I'm growing fiber before I really bring them out for a lot more combat, because the last fight I got into obviously put a lot of used up a lot of fiber for bandaging. So if I got 3 more flat floors here, and then wall, corner wall, we have a full greenhouse. So 2 walls, 3 floors, and 2 corner walls is the full remaining budget. And all I need to do for that is to grab... Because I think I already have the steel. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I made a plenty of steel. So all I really need to do for that is to grab more silica and melt it down. Azure Storm, thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. I know the timer's not moving, but I've definitely since ignored that. As well established as I normally do, because sometimes the timer doesn't work, and, you know, a marathon's a marathon. But thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying this, this run. I really wish I didn't have that heat stroke death to begin with. That one death looming over my head feels bad, man. Because in prepping for this run, I succeeded the sort of like 0 to hero, so to speak, multiple times. Multiple times. And then I didn't on stream 3 times in a row. It's like, oh god. The shame. Oh, I'm so bad at these. Crafty, thank you for the bits too. How much more time do I plan on going? You know, we'll see what kind of energy I have. Yeah. I'm kind of seeing like a frame rate drop a little bit. Yeah, it might be about due time for a reboot. So once I'm done with this mining run, I'll give it a whole heave-ho. Even the best coded games typically have some, you know, a few memory leaks here or there, and helps to just restart. And this time I'm restarting, I shouldn't hopefully have a hotfix to have to download, because I had to download, I don't know how big the hotfix was, but it was not 0. So I was like trying to reboot quickly, and then it was like, oh, sorry. Big download. Tee-hee. Fortunately, my download speed for my internet's not bad. It's my upload speed that's pretty choked. I occasionally get the question of like, why don't you dual stream? It's like, I don't have the bandwidth for that. I don't even have the bandwidth for enhanced broadcasting. Luckily, I'm a Twitch partner, which means I don't need enhanced broadcasting, but like, yeah, I have like, I think I pay for 40 megabit up, but like, realistically, I probably get more like 35. Holy heck, Banlish. Thank you for the mega raid, man. What were you up to? Star Sector again? Sweet. How is your Star Sector run going? Are you like a Pirate King yet? Or are you still in the mix? Because yesterday, you looked pretty well established. So what were your achievements today? And for your viewers, this is a challenge run at Icarus where I, so Icarus is an open world survival craft game, and I landed in a volcano, and I only resource exploit in a volcano. So basically, I have to deal with the angry as hell megafauna of the volcano, and the insanely rough resource scarcity of the volcano for this challenge run. Sadly, you also just caught me right when I said the game was starting to run, because I'm 8 hours in. Run a little fuzzy, so I'm going to probably need to do a bit of a reboot. But I won't go nowhere, because you raiders are here blessing me with your presence, and I so very much appreciate that. Dean Hall's new newish baby. Yes, I am a lover of stationeers, and this game's pretty good too. I will admit. I'm maybe not Dean Hall's best fan, but I will say his games are great. So there's 2 of the 3. Actually, I want 4 floors, I think. No, 3. I only need 3 floors, 2 walls, and 2 of the angled glass. So currently I'm working on a greenhouse because in the volcano biome, it's very hard to grow things that are out of biome, right? So like most, like wheat and the things to make medicine and all that stuff doesn't actually want to grow here. So a greenhouse is kind of required. So that's what I'm currently working on. And I have my coconut trees, which are tolerant of this biome, growing now in this wood plot. Because basically, there are no trees here. There's not even soil here. I had to import this soil from space. I'm literally not kidding. This dirt that I'm planting these trees in came from frickin' space. I bought it with my space credits. So the challenge is a little brutal, but I'm loving it so far. So let's give it a little reboot so that my frame rates aren't kaputskis. And I might as well make it morning too. And then we'll get back at it, because I'm very close to having a functional greenhouse, which I am very pleased by. Sneaks away so wife doesn't meet him. I get it. My wife had a super busy day today too. It was almost to the point where I was like, hey, wife, should I just like reschedule? And she's like, no, I'll handle it. But yeah, it was really bad timing, this marathon. I've been sort of glancing over to my phone to make sure that like the house isn't on fire. Well, not figuratively, not literally. The house isn't on fire. Level 23, not bad, not bad. So, if any of you readers have any questions about the game, feel free to just let me know. I'm happy to answer whatever you got. I'm going to also hide the time remaining because I've been ignoring that. And what I need for the glass roofs is probably time. I think I probably already have the materials. So while I wait for the glass to smelt from the silica ore, getting more scoria rocks to turn into bricks to do the rest of the structure might be a good investment of my time. So I've got... Oh, thank God. For a second, I thought I made the glass floors, not the reinforced glass floors, because the glass floors would just break after a few storms, and I was like, oh God, did I make the wrong thing? But no, fortunately, I didn't. So we'll get these bad boys in. Oh, yes, it is running so much smoother. And in order to keep me protected, I have 4 pet hogs. I might add to my number. I might eventually get a buffalo, because a buffalo is a mount that can, like, carry stuff for me, where these guys just fight for me. It's not to discredit their... they have been amazing, instrumental in my defense. Because those 4 hogs can take on just about anything I throw at them. But, they don't have the ability to move stuff. So now, 2 walls and 2 angled pieces, and we'll have the full greenhouse. Oh yeah. What is that? Spider? Whatever. We'll level the hogs, 16, 16, 16, 15. And how they level? Kills, time, love, food. Even sharing XP. So if you pet them, they get a buff called Happy, which is shared experience gain. Meaning when I level up, they also level up. And when they level up, I level up. So having all 4 follow me around and go murdering stuff is a really good way to level them up. Also, it's daytime. I definitely remembered sleeping, but whatever. Alright, shut up. Now, piss off. Piss off. Don't make me break my bench. Okay, note to self, repair bench. Bench took a beating. Where's my hammer? I need to move this thing, because that is such a liability. It's going to get destroyed, and that would be a bad, because it's kind of expensive. Put it here. Hammer should be on my anvil. Cool. Oh, wait, I have two hammers. This hammer is... This hammer is going to get destroyed. I did a quest and got a hammer as a reward, and there's no way I need two metal hammers. That's silly. There we go. Like nothing ever happened. So, 2 more reinforced walls. There's 1 of 2. And then 2 of the angled corner pieces, and we are in business. Scan and crafting tools. Scan. So I'm not going to pick up a scan right now, and I'm actually going to have you guys decide what to work on next once I'm done with the greenhouse. I'll probably move the crops into the greenhouse, but then besides that, it'll be up to pulling. With that said, I think I'm going to preemptively move these 3. How did I do that? I don't know why it happened, but even how. For reference, to be able to pick something up, you have to hold X for 5 seconds. So I don't know how I instantly just, like, nuked that palm tree. But whatever, at least I didn't, like, urgently need the wood. I just don't know how that happened. I've had that bug before, but I don't know what causes it. So I've got 1 of the 2 walls. Here's the other one. And then all I have left is 20 glass for the angled. And then on top of that, I will probably need a thatch floor to put the angled ones down, because you can't put... Oh, hello, okay, Stonejaw. So this is probably one of the more dangerous enemies in this biome. And is dead. Get wrecked, loser! Okay, don't touch me. don't get their lives are not at risk. Like 91% health and barely on fire is not a problem. As long as they don't wander into my base. And that's also the reason why I have my base on stilts. So when Stonejaws come round and or lava broodlings, which is the skin spidery things, come around and set my pets on fire, my pets don't become an ignition source to light your entire base on fire. Because like that can happen, and that super sucks. So the question I have for you guys is, what to next invest in for at level 17? Should I go with hydration elasticity to try to get heat resistance? Or should I get more max HP or regen? So what skill to get for boars? Heat resist, max HP, or passive HP regen. For reference, because of the ambient temperature, before you vote, because of the ambient temperature, they have a overheating, which lowers their melee damage by 25%. So the heat resist is... I would be investing in with the idea that, like, maybe I can prevent that that damage penalty reduction. I just don't know if it works like that. So it's a theory, but I haven't... I don't know the answer. Okay. So at this point, I should have the resources I need for the finishing touches. Yes, I do. For the greenhouse, which is 2 of these angled walls. Done. It really hasn't been using my water for whatever reason. Which is weird. That's how it works. Same as the heat resist from my armor shifting the threshold. Yes. I just don't know. My greater point is I don't know if that 10% is going to be enough to remove the malice. Does that make sense? I know it will work, but I don't know if it will work well enough. So it's not about how it functions. It's about, is it enough to avoid the lost melee damage. This is a little weird, but I'm going to be burning wood for charcoal because I'm almost out of water, and I don't have any charcoal to filter my water. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, if you drink sulfuric water, you basically die. So I can't drink water that is untreated, and I'm out of treated water. The other thing I said I needed for this is like a thatch floor. I just need one of them. And why will make sense in just a second. So I think... I just got pneumonia. Fine, whatever. So let's finish up the greenhouse, and it looks like you guys want me to get the heat resist. Cool. Alright, what to work on next? Build the base. Take on a campaign mission. Maybe I should specify what campaign mission it would be. That would help. So the next campaign mission, the next operation rather, is Defender. Defender requires me to scope and map out new areas. Actually, Defender...
We've had an urgent one come through for you. Seems like Group 15 have a thief on their hands. Think you can catch him?
Defender, I'm not going to do because I don't have the resources for it yet. I could work on getting the resources for Defender, so that would be a better pulled option. Get the resources for the Defender operation. Or Offender. Was it Offender? I'm just illiterate. It was Offender. That looks like a D, though, to my...
We've had an urgent one come through for you.
It looks like a D until you click on it. See? Doesn't that look like Defender? Well, with 2 Fs? I don't know. Whatever. Shut up. I'm illiterate. For the Offender operation, take the scan simple mission. Tame a buffalo. Or... yeah, those 4, that works. I like those options. So there you go. Once the greenhouse is done, what to work on? Up to you. Expanding the farm wasn't an option because I'm out of rent. I'm basically out of currency to buy more dirt to build a bigger farm. So, doing some sort of operation or simple mission could get me said currency. Or even to go... you know, actually, there's one other option. Sorry to redo this. Mine exotic from caves for Ren for dirt. So I could go into random caves and look for exotic ores to export to then earn money to buy dirt from my farm. So, yeah, there's the poll. So the reason I have the thatch flooring is, like, you can't put things here easily. As you can see, there's, like, no attachment point. But if I deploy the thatch floor first, then I can actually place it down. If I figure out which one it is. Is it this one? Nope. It's that one. And then I can remove the thatch floor, and it's fine. I'm also going to need a physical door here, I just realized. I don't... well, it's enclosed without it, so it doesn't really matter. It's the wrong one. Oh god, I'm so bad at this. There it is. Woohoo! I'm inside! For reference, I was supposed to have a window there. And maybe I'll put like a bigger window up top or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'm indoors.
Thank you for tuning in to Icarus, Volcanic Prometheus, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow prospectors.